Yo, welcome back to another episode of Superhero Swag. I am your host, 16 the Icon, aka Mr. Superhero Swag, and today we are finishing up the Strange Tales Blackheart Build-A-Figure wave in style. Last piece, last figure, Marc Spector, aka Jake Longley. Jake Lockley? Jake Lockley. Stephen Grant. Many other personalities. Moon Knight. Now this Moon Knight looks a whole lot like the Moon Knights that we've gotten in the past. But he's got some tweaks. Now, I had to try and figure out something to do with Moon Knight because I really wanted to have a Egyptian type of set, and I will build that and put that together for Moon Knight. But in the interest of expedience, I figured I would just throw together a few members of the Midnight Suns and we could display them like that and do the review like that. So through further investigation, going on YouTube and just saying Midnight Suns, bruh, we have a bunch of members of that team, a bunch of them. And a lot of them got dropped on us recently. Blade's back there. Wong. Doctor Strange. Son of Satan. Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. There are others. I could bring in Brother Voodoo. Also was a member of the team. A bunch of people. Scarlet Witch. I could grab her. She's in the other room though. But I'm saying, we've got a bunch of Midnight Suns members, and that wasn't really even a team that I follow, but I see that I have like an Avengers style squad. Like, these are all occult type characters, magic based type characters, and I've got a bunch of them. So what I did, since he's got the gold accents and the Ankh, and unfortunately through all of my running around and flipping stuff around and doing different sets, I cannot find the Ankh right now, but I know I will. What I did was I took the weapons from the MCU Moon Knight, since they were gold, to match the gold accents, and then I put that with this one. So let's move these guys, because this is a nice picture and all, but let's move these guys more to the back. Put them in a single file like so. Because the focus is this gentleman right here. Now this is a Moon Knight that I can get behind. I actually like this Moon Knight. This Moon Knight has the same articulation scheme as Damian Hellstrom. I'm checking it out. He's got the butterfly joints. He's got upper bicep cut. Double jointed pinless knees and elbows. Has no problem kicking his own ass. And he does come with a pair of fisted hands as well as a pair of grabby hands so that he can grab his moonarangs, kind of like batarangs, but shaped like the moon. So I'll say moonarangs. Yeah, and he's like I said, he's got the ab crunch and the waist swivel, which is like the best articulation. When you got the ab crunch and the waist swivel, then you can get into poses like that. Do you see how dynamic that is, bro? Do you see that? Like, that's dangerous right there. That's comic book. That's right out of the book. And see, I like that they put the black behind the cape, on the inside of the cape. It reminds me of when they put the red on the inside of Blade's cape, because that was straight Wesley Snipes. That was straight Wesley Snipes. But look at that. That's just dope, bro. Like, he can do it all. He's got the ab crunch. He's got the hard waist swivel. He's got the upper thigh cut. He's got the upper bicep cut. He's got the front facing pin for rocker. He's got the boot cut. Like, dude, he's got all the articulation. And this is my second Moon Knight, because I did grab that classic boy because I didn't know that this one was coming. But now I've got two Moon Knights, and I don't really sell any of my figures. I don't really do that. Like, these figures are windows to my childhood, to those times when I was a kid reading comic books and getting real deep into X-Men and Spider-Man and Blade and Ghost Rider, Captain America. The list goes on, but I don't get figures to sell them. You know, the Hall of Legends will be overrun before I start, auctioning off my figures. It'll be like, I got Giant Man coming, Dragon Man coming, and at the end of this wave, after everything, his cape kind of weighs him down, but the cape does come out. Let's see that. The cape does come out. So if you want to get a cloth cape, you can do that. I might start getting into that too, because these plastic capes, I mean, they're good for some poses, but other poses not so much. I want to do something really dope with cloak, and I can't do it with that plastic cloak, so I'll have to figure something out. But at the end of this wave, we got this guy coming through the door, and now introducing. Let me pull that back, and fully built, because I don't really like to do the stuff off camera. Fully built, well, on camera. I don't like to do it on camera. Let me say that again. Because sometimes putting the Build-A-Figure together can be a pain in the ass, and I don't really want to go through all of that on camera. Doing the whole on camera thing is rough enough as it is, trying not to hit the camera, trying not to knock over the camera, trying to make sure that everything stays in place in the shot, in frame. Yeah. So, yeah. Now, this one, I like the Blackheart figure. I never had this character. I'm really digging this dude, man. Like, the whole Predator hair and everything. I don't know if you might be able to see hints of it, but the purple in the hair, Man, let me reiterate what I have heard other reviewers say already. What they did right here in the hair with that purple when it hits the light, that should have been washed all over this figure. That would have been absolutely, positively, unequivocally, 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 unadulterately, whatever, all types of words. That would have been just dope, man. Just, bro, like, all up here, they have like this purple wash that when it hits the light, you can just see it. It looks so dope. But can you imagine if they did it on the outer part of the figure? Like, you know, on like those parts of the figure. Like, bro, if I was a customizer, I would go crazy. But yeah, he's top heavy because of the head. The head has a lot of weight. You can see all of that. It's got like 2 or 3 layers for the hair, which makes it look dope because it pops off of him. You know, you can see all of that. And yeah, MCU Collector was correct. Putting him together, he is very spiky. He's very spiky, so you kind of get this whole, you're gonna get pricked by this voodoo doll of a demonic character and get possessed or something. You know what I mean? That's just my imagination, but it is not hard to put him together. But be warned, be warned, this dude is not standing up with these velociraptor feet, bro. He's not standing up without using his trusty dusty bendy wire tail. He is not going to be balanced. You might be able to get him balanced. Me, I might actually be able to get him balanced because I'm pretty good at posing, but it is a chore to get him in dynamic poses without him tipping over because of how dope the head is, but how heavy the head is. Head more lottie, got more head than he got body. I'm just saying, but yeah. So he's got butterfly joints so he can, you know, lunge at you, but you can't really get him to look up, which is, you know, kind of a problem because I want him to crouch over, right? I want him to crouch over like that. But then I want him to, like, I don't know, man. It's like he's got the rocker and you kind of want to get him into, because he's okay. See, let's see. That's with the tail though. That's with the tail though. You know what I'm saying? That's with the tail. Now if I pull him out a little bit like so, you can see that's with the tail though. He's balancing on the tail. Now that's a pretty dope pose. But then the only thing also, now that right there, that's a straight, what is that? That's a, all I need is the verses in the middle, and that's Marvel versus Capcom right there. But he doesn't have the rocker, like, you know, the average figure would have the rocker right here so that you can kind of steady him when he gets ready to do certain poses. Well, Blackheart doesn't have that. He strictly uses his tail. He uses his tail for that. So you're not going to get any of that out of him. He's got, whoa, see, that's exactly what I was talking about. Now see, he's got the double jointed knees. Pinless, of course. We're in that age now. This time next year, we hopefully, I'm going to stay positive. This time next year, we will not see pins in any of our figures. It slowly has to trickle down. That's what she said. But, you know, eventually it'll get there. But he doesn't have that thing to steady him with his feet, so you have to steady him with his tail to get him in, you know, those certain poses that you want to get him in. You have to steady him. I mean, you can get him in some good poses. It's just make sure that the base of the pose is going to be his tail balancing him. Because if not, if you're trying to get a picture, by the time you click it that third time, he's going to go. But it is a dope figure, though. Dope figure. I like this hand right here. It's like, come here, my pretty. It's like one of those. And he's got the big, grab you, claw you, claws. This is a dope figure, man. This is a dope figure. I mean, it is what it is. I wish he would have been a little beefier, like, rawr. But, I mean, the slinky tail with the predator head and the beady little eyes. Like, I mean, they did a good job on this thing, man. They did a good job. I'm all about the Build-A-Figures, though. I'm all about the Build-A-Figures. I want that to continue on. Me personally, I got that one from my son. Me personally, can we get a Tuma, Namor villain, a Tuma, and a deluxe? He needs to be big and beefy like Ronin or like Odin. Big and beefy. Quit playing with us and just give us Mephisto, man. Just stop it already. Give us Mephisto. Make him a 10 or 12-inch figure so he's like massive, like all just taller than everyone. But just give us that figure already, man. Quit crying. Quit playing. And for everybody in the community, just stop crying. I don't know why we were crying about the engine of vengeance, man. Everybody's buying ramen racers now because there's no engine of vengeance. So you're still spending the same $200 on the car. And then how much are you spending on the figure? $24.99? $225 plus tax. Sounds about close to what we were gonna pay for the engine of vengeance anyway, right? I swear. Anyway, I digress. I don't want to get into a rant because I could. Be looking forward to Toy Talk with Mr. Superhero Swag. That's where I do my rants and, wish lists and stuff like that I talk about, like, figures that we need. We need a civilian wave. We need another Age of Apocalypse wave. Like, stop playing already. And the Build-A-Figure needs to be Holocaust. Like, yeah, we need to make that happen. We need to make that happen. I already said that the Rentra Build-A-Figure has the legs for Gorgon. Finish the Inhumans. Let's go. Where's Marina? Let's go. I'm ranting. All right, man. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, man, I'm sorry for the rant, man. I just get crazy about these figures. Until next time, peace.